Bear with me a moment. Just testing to see if we are here. Bear with me just a second. Come on, let's go. It's always tricky trying to see if this thing is streaming right. Okay, here we go. We're good. So, there. Excellent, excellent, excellent. What? Here we go. Okay, there we go. We are live. I'm Savage Squishy86, and we are back with the next installment of our Resident Evil full timeline playthrough, at least as full as we can possibly make it with the contention. So, here we are. We finished, when we last played, we finished the entirety of the Resident Evil 3 OG version, the Resident Evil 3 OG game, the Resident Evil 3 Nemesis game, popularized on the PlayStation 1 many, many years ago. And I have been having a little fun with that on my own time. However, this time we are jumping the shark and we are moving on to the next major installment, a popular game among the many fans of the fandom. At least in my opinion, I think it's a really good game, and I really hope someday to see a remake of it. And that is the 2001 release of Resident Evil Code Veronica-X. This game was originally released on the Sega Dreamcast. And then, based on the popularity of the game's success, it was also later released on the PlayStation 2 and several other iterations, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4. It is a very popular game, and in my opinion, hopefully that will be the next game to be remade for the Resident Evil franchise. But yeah, it's a very unique game, especially with the antithesis of it basically creating a canon kind of arc where we actually see a very familiar character return and becomes the overall arch protagonist antagonist for several games to follow the series right from this point going forward. Now, what's it about? Well, as we know, Claire essentially escaped Raccoon City probably a day or so before the city's destruction from a nuclear strike. Her, Leon, Claire, Leon, Sherry, Ada, Hunk are some of the more reputable and notable characters to actually have been in the city and successfully escaped. That being said, Claire essentially set off on one objective and one objective only, and that is to find her brother. Now, as we know, Chris had left a letter for Jill to tell Claire essentially that he had taken a vacation. Depending on the version you play, the remake or the OG version, you essentially get a very different antithesis of that story being explained. In the OG version of Resident Evil 2, we essentially find Chris's diary, which basically aligns out the scope that essentially he has a very kind of different disposition with the sense of that basically taking place. However, the fact is ultimately we are left with a different outcome with the remake, essentially giving a very kind of well disguised verse and discussion with his letter to Jill, basically telling Claire not to worry about him. He's on vacation in Europe, facing the chick, blah, blah, blah. So Claire essentially isn't buying it. Her and her brother are very tight, and she is very concerned for him. So much like how Claire did with Resident Evil 2, coming directly to the city, not hearing from Chris for so long, and now essentially knowing the circumstances surrounding Chris's disappearance and his personal war he is waging on Umbrella, she essentially goes after him. And where does she go? She goes to the very place where Chris said he was going, and that is Europe. However, Claire ends up being captured in Europe, attempting to breach a facility by Umbrella, and is taken to an island where it is essentially a prison camp. Very kind of war crimey, if you say to say the least, but that pretty much is the scope of it. Now, Claire, we will play as eventually down the line with the story of Claire, but it will be Claire first and foremost that we will play as she attempts to escape the prison that is Rockford Island. One of the other many major catastrophes that followed Raccoon City, Sheena Island, which is essentially Resident Evil 0. I am not going to play that, unfortunately, because I don't have it on my person, and I've actually hoped it would be on the store. So I'm going to try and see if I can find it one last time. But for right now, the next thing in the timeline is going to be Code Veronica. So right away, we're just going to jump right into it. Now, there's not really much else that pretty much goes on with this. Unlike Resident Evil 3, there was not a gunpowder system. There is not a dodge system. There is essentially pretty much a innumerable number of different puzzles and layouts, and of course, an itinerary of a number of different types of threats you will encounter. Some with Claire, some with Chris, but ultimately, overall, the overall feels of it is pretty accurate and evident to the same. So let's go ahead and get right into it with a new game right now.
Resident Evil.
Love it. Love it, love it, love it. This was actually one of the very first games to really introduce a much more cleaner graphic polygon system for graphics.
The American Midwestern town, Raccoon City, has been completely decimated due to the T-virus outbreak that was instigated by the international corporation Umbrella. Claire Redfield, who arrived in Raccoon City to search for her lost brother Chris, and a rookie police officer, Leon S. Kennedy, managed to escape from the city. But their ordeal was only a prelude of things to come. Three months later.
Your identification number is WKD 4496. Welcome to your new home.
Her name is Claire Redfield. We caught her trespassing in our Paris lab facility 10 days ago. She apparently infiltrated the complex looking for her lost brother, Chris Redfield, one of the surviving members of RPD's famous STARS teams.
You know, ironically, Claire is actually just a simple college student. For a college student, she's pretty fucking good for a shot.
Don't move.
As it seems right now, the power has been knocked out from explosions and what sounds to be like bombers. She's in a cell. So if I were equipped with a lighter, I could see outside. So right away, you'll pretty much find that this is essentially your menu layout. We're kind of back to the old-fashioned 2000 Resident Evil 2 layout. So we have a few little things here. Let's take a look at our manual first and foremost. Playing manual. When you obtain a new item, always remember to look at it with check command on the status screen, and remember, it's always best to rotate the item so you can check it from different angles. This was a nice feature that they brought back from the classic original Resident Evil, Resident Evil 1, the very first one, because essentially you could pretty much navigate and examine the whole thing. So I'm kind of glad they brought that back because it was one of those features that basically kind of instituted or at least encouraged the sense of demand that players check everything. Otherwise, they probably won't get very far with it. Hmm. Try to push objects. You face an object and then press up in all direction button. Sometimes you will be able to push it. You may find hidden rooms and items this way. Sure. Use the quick turn. We obviously know that by heart now from Resident Evil 3. The map, which we always do. Climb and descend. You can climb and descend some objects to do this. Face the object and then push the action button. Oh, excuse me. Hmm. Okay, this is an important feature, but luckily we only have to go through this nonsense once. There's a part in the prison system that we will have to put all our items in a security box, and we cannot get it from an item box. Essentially, that includes all weaponry. So just bear that in mind, that when you do use that, you have to take everything with you. And I mean everything. So, oh. Now once we get out of the menu here, oh wow, this is dark as shit. Okay, let me see if I can fix this. That is way too, um, alright. Way too dark. So let's go ahead and equip our lighter, like it said. Oh wow, this is dark as hell. You find over here in the corner, though, a green herb. Let me see if I can adjust my brightness on this, because that's way too dark. Bear with me just a second. Yeah, I kind of wish they didn't. I kind of wish they had the feature of controlling the thing before, but it seems like that is lost on them. So let's see if we can brighten this up a little bit. We're at 50, right? So let's turn it up to, say, 65. Down from 5. Damn it. 85. That was 50. And then this was 65. At least I hope that's the case. Bear with me. Oh, that's still not good enough. Okay, hang on a second. I was not expecting the screen to be that damn dark. Middle. There's only so much you can do with the brightness because it's huh. That's still no better. Geez, that's actually worse. Okay. We're just gonna have to be very careful because this is not really what I was expecting for my first playthrough. Be tinkering with this crap. So let's just put it back to a semi-decent measure of what it was. Big contrast. 75. Hopefully that's good enough because I am at a loss of what else to do. So once you go ahead and pretty much take a look at your map, you'll find it right away from the jump. It's pretty much evident that you got this huge little bit of an area here. So this is pretty much our prison room. So head over here, and you'll see that it is the man who took her captive.
Perfect.
Go on. Get out of here. This place is finished. I don't know, it might have been a special forces team. But in any case, this prison's been taken over. The troops have been wiped out.
What are you saying?
You're free to leave the complex. But you may as well know you have no chance of getting off this island.
And what about you? What are you going to do?
Don't worry about me.
So once we've had that cutscene, we essentially know that he is severely hurt. He has hemostatic medicine on the floor, which is essentially empty. So we'll find some later on, which will give us a little bit of a benefit, something else we can use. So once you get in here, grab the handgun bolts in the chair. Then head over here and examine the yellow menu here. It is a list of prisoners. My name is at the end. WKD 4496, Claire Redfield. Then the escort's name is at the end of the document. Umbrella Medical, Paris. 3rd Security Unit Leader, Rodrigo Juan Reval. Now, once we go over here, grab the survival combat knife, and we're going to have that. That's going to be important for us at present. And then head to the door. On the right, you will find some ink ribbons. Take down over here, grab the handgun bullets down here on the floor. We don't have access to a handgun yet, but we will eventually. Go ahead and save your game. I'm not very keen on repetitive saving, but for the sake of things being the considerations, yeah, we are pretty much already started that game, but I decided to start fresh. So, then we're gonna head on down the tunnel using a bulb has been broken there, so just follow it all the way down the tunnel and then basically head to the stairs. See how much light I have here. The heartbeat creates the tension. Once outside, you'll see there is an overturned truck here. There's a briefcase inside. We won't be able to get it, but once we get to it, we'll be actually have this instance where we'll have this pretty much blowing up on us. hopefully this doesn't go over too bad. So once the explosion happens, the briefcase will fall out, and a zombie will fall out with it as well. Essentially, you're in a graveyard surrounded by dead. You will take a little damage there. Unfortunately, because of the fact that you don't really have much of an opportune time to really do damage to them with the knife. So, once you get out here, you'll see her looking to her left. Head over there, and you'll be fired upon.
Wait, don't shoot.
Who are you?
Huh? You're not a zombie. Well, great. Wait right there. I'm coming over. Sorry about that little misunderstanding, but I thought you were another one of those monsters.
Shut up. Make one wrong move and I'll shoot.
Relax, beautiful. I said I was sorry. My name's Steve. I was a prisoner on this island. And I'm guessing you're not from Umbrella either.
No, I'm Claire. Claire Redfield.
Claire? Nice. I'll remember that. Hey, I heard there's an airport around here. And once I find it, I can finally escape from this crazy island. I'll see ya.
Hey, wait up!
I don't want you following me, lady. You'll only slow me down.
That's not dickheadish at all. Let me see if I can improve this a little bit. I gotta improve it because I can't see with this shit. Let me see. Advanced video. Here this. I really don't know most of the time, so just bear with me. Okay, that's a little better. We'll do it around 65. I'd say that's pretty good there. Yeah? Alright, so once that pretty much scene is concluded, Steve will essentially run off on his own. I don't really need to have the light on so much because my camera's actually brighter now. But yeah, Steve will run off on his own, and basically we'll have to basically find our own measure of way around without the measure of that little asshole not being an asshole. So go ahead and check your handgun, and it's pretty much a M93R, very popular handgun. rapid fire. So we pretty much now have ourselves a firearm. So we'll go ahead and pretty much prepare that for the next exchange. Before we go through that door, though, that Steve went, head over here and check the door. And it'll say it's a general gate for the prison. It's locked. A hawk's picture is carved into the hollow. So in order to find our way through, we need to find a metal that resembles that model. So let's head on through this door here, which will lead us to a sort of prison camp quarters. Welcome to the stream, viewer. Good evening. I hope you're having a good evening. Hope your weekend was good. Up the stairs, and before we go through the door, walk to the very, very far end of the platform, and you'll find a green herb. I'm so used to pressing circle. That I end up freaking like screwing it all up, so I gotta be careful with that. But we'll go ahead and now mix the green herbs, so we got inventory space, and then head on through. Now you will have a number of zombies in here, so we'll need to dispatch them very carefully. Make good use of your knife as well. Come on. So once we dispatch those zombies here, we're going to head up here and grab the other green herb that's going to be right here. We're not going to mix it though, because I am pretty sure we're going to take some more damage. Unfortunately, I don't have the luxury of the rewind feature like the OG games gave me, so I need to be more precarious and really kind of put the measure of my works to work to my benefit. But turn down the stairs and then head around the corner to this makeshift kitchen, and you will grab a map of the prison, which essentially will give us a complete layout. This is essentially the prison area that we are in, and then basically we will have the door leading to the quarters and the bedrooms of them. Heading over here, grab the handgun bullets off the shelf, and then into the bathroom. Obviously there's nothing here, so that's fine. Now, head into the door. Hey. Prisoner's diary. May 13th. This room stinks of death. Based upon information I found, I believe that I am far south of the equator. Luckily for me, that Bob in the bunk below me is one of those interesting types of guys. May 16th. Today, Bob told me some crazy story of why he was put this place with me. He was put. How about we do that? He was put in this place with me. Bob said that he used to be an attendant of the head of this place, this boss named Alfred. Supposedly placed him in here because of a tiny little mistake. What does that mean? What's going to happen to me? May 20th. Without warning, a group of military men took Bob to the building behind the guillotine stand. At midnight, I'll sneak out of here to see him. I've been hearing that anyone taken to that building never comes back. On top of that, there are these really large plastic bags constantly being removed from the place. I better pray for Bob. May 21st. I was wrong. I shouldn't have gone there. What is going on in there? All I could hear was some insanely creepy laughter and the sound of Bob screaming. I don't know what to do. I can't stop thinking about it. Is that going to happen to me? I can't let it. I just can't. May 27th. Since the last entry, all of the fellow inmates have been taken to that building. I know that I am next. It's obvious that we were all here to be used as Alfred's guinea pigs. There's no way out. What am I going to do? not sure if I could cut this guy or not. I don't think so. Now, once the zombie grab that handgun bullets, the zombie beating on the window will essentially drop those guns. We're gonna wanna... I kinda knew I was gonna get bit there. I didn't really want to. Well, that was very short. Regrettably, I didn't really want to use the healing item, but unfortunately, there was just no way around it. It's just so goddamn dark, I can't judge the distance. I mean, the monitor... There's no monitor. For the best picture, please adjust the brightness of your monitor so that the color bar below the red line is not visible. Yeah, I'm still blind as a bat. I can't see with this darkness. So, I kind of like the old... I kind of like the other ones. But over here, the zombie that dropped the M100P pistols will essentially... You can grab them and then make your way out of the prison bedroom and then the dorms, and then basically make your way out into the yard. Ignore the zombie to your right and just head out the door. We won't be coming back here again. Once you get there, head down the steps and you'll see something is stalking us underneath the porch. And now it's dragging the body underneath to have a meal. So we're gonna run out of here. So as you can see, there's a shortcut here. We can't access it though, unfortunately. We have to take the long way around the building because of this padlock. We'll find a key for it later. Head on through the door though. Come on. So here we will find some zombies here in the cage, and we will find a switch to the lock leading to the shutter door. We obviously won't be able to access it right now because it's locked. So we're going to take advantage of that another way. Now here is the prison.
Please deposit any metallic
Security
items
box.
you have in the security box.
Now if you attempt to go beyond that point, the building will essentially lock down and you will have to release the lock. The only way you can get through this is by putting all metallic items. That includes your gun, your knife, any keys, or potentially, anything
Please
metal.
deposit any metallic items you have.
So we're going to have to
in the
basically do
security
this
box.
and put these away in that capacity. So put that away, put your guns, your bullets away, put everything away that essentially is metal-wise. Including your lighter. Now you can head through. Now, attempting to breach through these windows will come later with the zombies. But there's a nice little cheese I know to avoid that from happening. Inside here, though, head through the other side, and over here you'll find some flame shells for a grenade launcher, which we do not have as of yet. And then you also have some BOW gas grenades, which are very sparingly used for getting through a number of areas. I will show you those areas in question. Grab the first aid spray as well. And then read the file on the table. User's Manual. 3D Duplicator User's Manual. Our new product, the 3D Duplicator, consists of two parts. 3D Scanner portion. This portion scans a 3D object, and simply place the material that you want to have scanned onto the tray of the scanner. The scanner object will be processed into 3D data, which will be transferred to the duplicator portion. The duplicator portion. If you place the material you wish to have converted on the machine, you can begin conversion based on the 3D data that was created by the 3D scanner portion. The conversion will be executed with the complete data accuracy. The result will be an object precisely true to the original. So, once we have those items all in order, let's head on through the door here into a sort of records room. Over here, there's a letter. Paper, go ahead and take it. Facts on the facility access application. Be sure to verify the content of the following facility access application form and add the applicant's name to the expected visitors list. Chief, Prison Guard Room, Paul Stein. I hereby apply for access permission for Prison Area D. Details follow. Visitor's name, Carl Grisham. Purpose of entry, carrying in the following materials. 1 new product sample from the Metal Industries COTG01. 2. Various daily commodities ordered by the prison. Note: 1. We'll use a transportation truck. 2. TG01 sample will be stored in a designated briefcase. That would be the briefcase that we saw fall out of the exploding truck near the prison where we escaped our cell.
Chris Redfield.
What are you doing here?
Chris Redfield. Is he a relative of yours or something?
You mean my brother?
Ah, your siblings. Well, it seems your brother is under surveillance by Umbrella.
What? I've got to contact Leon and tell him to let my brother know he's being monitored. It's a good thing I have access to an outside connection from here.
Well, that file shows the latitude and longitude of this place. Why don't you send your brother the coordinates and ask him to come help?
Thanks, I'll do that.
Hey, I was just kidding. There's no way he could get here, even if he is your brother.
Yes, he can, I'm sure of it.
No way. He won't come. You'll just end up disappointed if you rely on others. Believe me, I know.
What was that all about?
After that little bizarre scene, go ahead and take the hawk emblem from the drawer. And then over here, see the email to Leon has been sent. Can't really... Okay. Alright, grab the ink ribbons. We don't seem to be picking up the thing, though. I don't know if you can pick that file up or not. I'm not sure. Thought you could, but it doesn't seem like you can. So let's go ahead and save our game again. Now that I don't have the luxury of the rewind feature, the OG's games I gotta save more often. So once we have that, the door is being held shut It can't be opened to the side, so we have something blocking the door. Over here, you'll have a lock release device. Go ahead and turn it on, and now we can access the shutter outside the building. And let's head back through the security corridor.
Please deposit
Same thing from
any
pitch.
metallic items
We have to
you
put anything metal
in the
inside this
security
thing.
box.
So that includes the emblem. Essentially, we need this to get that big, huge gate where we met Steve open. But we can't take this through. So we need to go get the TG-01 thing briefcase and essentially get that to get our way in there. So go ahead and drop off all these items. Go ahead and equip your M100, your 100p pistols, and then let's get off into this piece of work outside. Now, the second you lift this gate, you will have a threat of the zombies coming out of the cage and inside the shutter. So once we do, we're going to immediately prepare for a exchange. And once we drop them, head over here and grab the fire extinguisher. This will be pivotal to our needs to getting that briefcase. Head inside this room where they were originally being held, and you will see there is actually another area we need to find. There is an indentation for an indigo blue plate. Another item we will find later on. But over here, by the guillotine, we will find a padlock key. This will enable us to gain access to the other side of that gate that is locked on the other side. So head back through the gate here, the door, leading back to the prison yard. And we're going to head this way. Now, the second you go a certain distance, you will be beset by Cerberus dogs. You can pretty much see one right through that gate right there. You can see its back hind leg. So it is essentially going to breach you now. And then you will be beset by this dog here. You can pretty much outrun them. Using the padlock key, we'll be able to get the gate open. And then we're basically just gonna run around and have it chase us again. Fucking dogs can keep pace, I'll tell you that. But once you get to this point, you can just run right through the door. Now here you will probably have some zombies out here. Ignore the zombie feeding and then the other one that's basically standing there. We're gonna head on through and basically make our way over to put out the fire. Come on. You dick. Head over to the fire and then use the fire extinguisher to put out the fire. Reload your weapon and then proceed down and around. Heading through here will make it easier. The dogs will essentially be asleep, so you won't have to worry about encountering any real combativeness from them or having to deal with them. You just slip in and slip out. Now we'll proceed back to the prison where the security box is and basically make our way there and do that in that capacity.
Please deposit any metallic items you have in the security box.
So we're gonna need to put the fire extinguisher away, the knife, the guns. And we're not gonna take out the suitcase because we're gonna open the... Oh, wait, what am I doing? We're gonna open the suitcase. This case is made of metal. So you want to rotate it. Basically, you want to look for the passcode on it. So, a case made of metal. The case seems to be closed. Examine it more closely. There's a button. You press it. And inside we have the metal, the TG-01, and then an exploration of the document. TG-01 product description. Thank you for your continued support for using our products. This time we have gathered our most advanced technologies and have succeeded in creating the unique anti-metal detection alloy. TG-01 features cannot be detected by any metal detectors, cannot be pictured or cannot be pictured by röntgenography at the immigration check. Lightweight, yet durable. We plan to develop various weapons utilizing this innovative new alloy. We have enclosed a sample for you to review. We look forward to hearing from you regarding possible business opportunities. Metal Industries Co. Chief Development Planning, Carl Redhill. So we know it's not metal, so we can actually walk right through with it. Now, once we get here, head inside the security box and take out the hawk emblem. And then we're going to set off the alarms, because if we do, they won't be able to breach the alarms with the windows. So we essentially just basically did that for that very purpose. Head over here to the glass container, and then basically we're going to put in the TG-01 metal. No, the hawk metal, not the TG-01. Over here is where we will put the TG-01. So we'll go ahead and put this here. And then we will put the hawk metal in here. So once you have the special alloy emblem, we will be able to make our way out. Now we will disable the alarm and make our way through. And gather all the items we had originally in here and take them with us. We can now get out of the prison area. Rain stopped, thank goodness. Using the metal, we'll be able to get through, you know, and basically make our way out. We have absolutely no ammo in our handgun, but that's okay, because we have the M100s. Now, heading out here, you will see that the bridge is essentially collapsed. So the only way across is going to be down this little small stepper here. We have a handgun over there, handgun ammo over there, so we'll grab that on our way out. Over here we have some green herbs, so we'll take them. We'll go ahead and heal ourselves. Make our way down and grab the handgun ammo off the seat of the driver, this driver's seat of the Jeep. Reload our handgun and move back the way we came. Now we're gonna need to push this crate to get down over the fire so that we can actually get up and over. So I'll go ahead and push this now down this far and then basically push it all the way in so it snuffs out the fire and enables us to get across. We obviously can't go across the wooden fire, so we need to go catty corner down and around and then head up this fire escape to the upper level. Dispatching the zombies is the narrative of what you want to do, and then basically make your way up and over. Immediately, you will have some dogs approaching. Once you've dispatched the dogs, we're gonna head over here, and you're gonna find something on the floor over here. This essentially is going to be basically a navy proof, a special key metal that we will definitely, of course, need. But we're going to actually wait on that because we're going to head up here, and on the right here, we're going to have we're going to probably have one or maybe a few green herbs. Either way, we're going to take it and we're going to mix it. And then we're going to head into the estate here. Kind of rather ritzy for a prison island. Over here, you'll find a number of things. Most notably, we're going to go ahead and grab the handgun ammo. And then we're going to head up the stairs before we explore anything further down here because we need to free up some inventory space. So we're going to head up the stairs and then head up and to the right. This will take us to our first genuine save room within the Resident Evil Code Veronica game. On the file, on the table to the left, coffee table, you'll be a secretary's note. 4 years have passed since I began serving Sir Alfred. He doesn't trust anyone. Even though I am his attendant, I am still strictly prohibited from entering his private house. What is his problem anyway? They say he lives with his twin sister Alexia in his private house on the hill. Occasionally, I've seen someone standing by the window of the house. It might have been Alexia, whose extreme beauty is often talked about. I once asked Sir Alfred about this, but it only enraged him. Even though I am his attendant, he will not show me any lenience. If I ask about her again, I could put my life at risk. After all, it is a mystery why he so desperately tries to keep his private life with Alexia a secret. Robert Dorson. Over here, you'll find some more handgun bullets on the bookshelf behind the secretary's desk. Take them. And then we're going to go ahead and take the other item in question, which is essentially going to be dropping off the pistols, as well as the empty fire extinguisher. And also drop off the navy proof. In the back here, you'll find another green herb on the floor. Grab it, and then also examine the door. It's locked. There's an indentation in the shape of 2 guns. Underneath this bookcase, or a cabinet, or trunk, whatever you want to call it, you will find a sparkling item. In this case, it will be a Umbrella ID card. Go ahead and take it. And then, over here, we can't forget, grab the ink ribbons. And let's save our game. Again. Now, I personally hope they do remake this game, because this game could be pretty spectacular. I know there's going to be a marginal number of things I would change. I could definitely say that it's kind of debatable, but I mean, a lot of people, I know some people aren't crazy for it, and that's fine. But I still think that if we're really going to take advantage of the new hardware to really kind of explore alternative measures, I mean, I certainly don't want to have a repeat of what the hell they did with Resident Evil 3, the remake. But that is essentially pretty much what we're going to have happen with this if they're not careful. And I think that's an issue. So once you go ahead and look at the ID card, you'll see that there's a pass number on the back. That is essentially a password that you have to get access to the computer and unlock many rooms up there. So once you get outside the room. We're gonna head out here, and then pretty much you obviously saw this big, huge portrait is on display here. This is essentially the bitch boy Alfred that we're gonna have to deal with in eventuality, much to our disappointment. Go ahead and come out of here, and then equip your lighter, and then head into this side room over here. The reason why you need your lighter equipped is because you will be beset by bats. And bats will only leave you alone as long as you have the lighter equipped. If you do not have it equipped, they will persistently harass you and tear you the hell up. You obviously don't want to have that happen if you're looking to save your health and resources. You could kill them, but it's a lot more work than is worth it. So just grab the bullets in the bathroom busted stall, grab the first aid spray from the bathroom sink, and then grab the Duralim case here in the corner on the floor. And then make your way out. And I don't think we'll have enemies in this area. It's electronically locked, so we need to actually unlock the door. This is where the key card is going to come into play. So when it asks for the password, your ID number, that's essentially what's going to be on the back of that card. ID verification in progress, please wait. ID verification has been confirmed. Security lock system is deactivated. So, just get rid of the ID card, and that will basically conclude that. And then head on through the door that is now unlocked to you. Immediately, equip your weapon and fire. Silver crest is carved on it, the door. Oh, grab the, I forgot to say it, but grab the ammo by the vase when you get there. And then over here, grab the red herb on the floor as well, and mix that with the green herb you have on your person. There's a zombie right around the corner from you, so we're just going to ignore him and head right straight through the door to our front. Now in here, you will have a monumental setup. Grab the handgun bullets from the center table, and then take note of a few details in this room. Combat knives are displayed here. 2 handguns are displayed here. A model fighter plane is displayed here. A model battleship. And 2 magnums. And then here we have a jewel modeled after an ant is displayed here. There is a button below. Push the button. Yes, we will. And we'll have a little cutscene that we have to watch. Oh, that's... there is something inherently wrong with those two. I'm just saying, as characters, Alfred and Alexia Ashford. Now, once you've seen that scene, this giant statue of the tank will move out to the center. Over here on the floor, the second you enter this room, you will find a steering wheel for essentially a ship. Inside, you'll find a bunch of different, various metals and weapons, none of which you can take. And as well as over here, the unique guns we need to access the door leading to the private estate of Ashford's. So we'll go ahead and take them, which we can't. But if you did take them, this room would seal and would slowly begin to cook you alive with extreme heat. So essentially, you're going to have to leave those in there because you're going to have to put them back to get out of the room to unlock it. So we're going to have to go on and basically make our way back to the other areas of the area. Go ahead and run back to the main lobby. And then we're going to head upstairs. Actually, no. We're going to head out. Because we're going to have to rescue Steve. Stupid Steve. So once you go to leave...
Yeah! Help me!
Steve?
Run back to the same room we were just in. Don't ask me how we got in there. You can hear the alarm. So essentially that is because he took the weapons and is not willing to put them back. So we need to solve the weapon puzzle. Steve is suffering. There is a message on the control panel. When 2 pairs complete, my anger will subside. Operate it. So, what are the switches? So we essentially have a battleship. We have an ant. We have it's pretty straightforward. It's C and it's E. They're both guns. Opening that will enable Steve to get out.
Close. But I found something, thanks to you. Looks cool, huh?
Oh, I need those. Give them to me.
You gotta be kidding. I found it and I'm keeping it. Fine. Let's make a deal. I'll trade you for something fully automatic.
But you don't have anything automatic.
See you around, Claire. Adios.
Hey, wait! Steve!
So after that little knob end basically runs off with your necessary key to get to the other part of the area, you're gonna have to get out now. So once we get to this point, we will have another cutscene where we have a run-in with Mr. Alfred Ashford, who tries to shoot us.
Redfield! How dare you interfere with my operation?
What are you talking about?
You let yourself be captured so you could lead your people to this base!
I have no idea what you're babbling about.
You don't fool me! I am Alfred Ashford, commander of this base.
Oh? You must be one of Umbrella's lower-level officers if you're in command of a backwater base like this one.
How dare you! The Ashford family is among the world's first and finest. My grandfather is one of the original founders of Umbrella, Inc.
Well, bully for you, you blue-blooded psycho.
Now tell me, why have you attacked this installation?
Attacked?
Shortly after you arrived, my base was attacked. You must have informed your people of its location.
I still don't follow you. I really don't know anything about that.
Unacceptable! How can you deny it? My base has been destroyed. And thanks to you, the experimental T-virus was released, creating countless zombies and monsters. Tell me, who do you work for? Who sent you? Have it your way, then. You're just a rat in a cage anyway. I'll be sure to keep you entertained before I dispose of you.
That fucking laugh here. Even when I was playing this back in like 20 years ago, that laugh irritated the fuck out of me. No. No. Just don't like it. Don't like that laugh. That laugh is annoying. Ugh. It's just one of those things you just can't get away from. And it's only going to get worse. I caution you that it's only going to get worse. Hear him laugh and giggle like a goddamn priss. So, once you get that sequence and he's gone off wherever he's gone off to, we're going to head over here and we're going to drop off the first aid spray and we're going to take... Wait a minute, that's not what I want to do. I want to see if I can open this yet. I don't know, I don't remember. Some of this I don't remember, so... It's secured by a simple lock. I have to get a lockpick to open it, so... Go ahead and take that out. Put that in the stash. And we're gonna go ahead and just basically make our way back and out of the residence. Now, pulling up the map, we essentially know that this is basically where we're going to be heading outside, but to the left, we came up to the right path over here. We're going to go to the left path, and we're going to need this ship wheel to basically gain access to where we're going. So once we get down the stairs, take a right and then head down the stairs in this area. This will take you to a sort of low-class bay slash whatever. Before you head any further, head around the corner here and then immediately grab the handgun ammo and also the map of the palace. This will basically give you a layout of the entire palace area. And then run down and around over here. You'll find a bowgun ammo. Bowgun arrows, more specifically. And then we're going to go ahead and use the wheel on this point here. Spinning the wheel will open up the path to a submarine, of all things, which we will get inside and use to take to an underwater facility. So we went from a prison to a palace, and now we're going to an underwater facility with a sub. I mean, it gets pretty hokey, pretty fast with a transition period. But over here on the back, grab the side pack from the bed, from the seating area, and we'll be able to take more items with us now. Once you get over here, use the lever, move the lever, and that will basically take the sub. Force the sub dive and then dock with the underwater facility. And then climb up the ladder. Then navigate your way down the stairs. And just follow the white line. Fuck out of here. Ah! Well, at least I did some damage. It's a little irritating to not be able to get that much room. I mean, because they rush up on you really fast when they get in range, and then it's like impossible to kind of shake them. I mean, if you're fast enough, you can actually shove them off before they even get a bite out of you, but it's very difficult. So grab the handgun bullets from here, grab the ink ribbons over there, and then basically we're going to make our way over and around here. Head on through here, and then basically you want to have your lighter equipped right away because we essentially have more bats that we're going to have to deal with here. So bats will essentially pretty much come off their perches and fly around, but they won't attack you so long as you have the lighter equipped. Over here, you got a console, device powers, boarding lift. Push the switch, and that will bring us to this console here. Now, this console has 3 indentations to it. Forgive my cat, she's being an absolute knob end right now. What are you doing, devil? Come here. What are you doing? Hmm? My devil kitty is an absolute nuisance. Go on. You scram. Sorry about that. Oh. Stink. But yeah, apparently the control panel for the lift, press the switch. We can't. We can, but we're not going to get anything out of it. We need to get the 3 proofs. We need to get the Army proof, the Navy proof, and the Air proof. So these are all metals. We've already found the Navy proof. We need to find the Air and the Army proof. So essentially that is going to be the pivotal point of our access to getting on that plane and getting out of here. This is essentially the place that Steve's looking for. So once we get through that point, we're going to head back around and through here and head through this shutter leading to the other side of the bay, of the air bay. So let's run across this bridge, which is also a gate for the plane, and we're going to head through the shutter. Take the lift on the right up. And then obviously we have this door here, but we can't access it because we essentially have the bridge at the lower level. We have to raise the bridge in order to cross. So what we are going to do is use the lever to access this area here. So what we're going to do is basically move the crane all the way up until it stops. Then we're going to move the crane all the way to the left until it stops, and that will essentially enable it to grab this container and lift it up, and then get it out of our way. So once we have that, we're going to head back downstairs. Go ahead and equip your pistol, and be ready for a fight. Because the minute we call this elevator, this loading elevator up, we're going to have a number of threats in our way that we're going to have to deal with. Make sure there's nothing that we're missing, so periodically you're going to have to equip your lighter just to keep tabs on whatever it is that's going to be here. The lift may not operate, power levels are low. Move the lever? Yes. here's zombies. At which point we will have a number of them here. Around 5 of them. Oh, come on. Really? I might as well use the goddamn knife. Just heal myself from any damage I take. Fucking dicks. Oh, it's so irritating because it's like you want to be able to use your knife, but it's like you can't even. I mean, I can't see. I cannot see the zombies. It's so fucking dark. So we're gonna grab the bow arrows, the bow gun arrows, as well as the biohazardous key card. Biohazard key card. And this is basically going to take us to the training facility, which is where we're going to be going next. So we're going to run across and make our way back to the sub. Follow the white line, head back up the stairs, and make your way back to the submarine, and then take it back up to the palace area. This chair is not very comfortable. So once the sub has redocked, I'm gonna climb up and then head right over and use the wheel yet again. Now, once you get up to the palace, I would normally make a stop in there to save my game, but in this particular instance, I'm going. Actually, you know what? Actually, I think I'm going to do that. I've got ink ribbons, and I've got the benefit of actually getting an armament, so I need to have myself a little roll. Head back up to the receptionist's save room. And then we're going to go ahead and use our save items. Go ahead and we'll also take the pistols, the twin pistols. Oh, what am I doing? After you save your game, head outside the palace, and then make your way back to the stairwell leading to the prison. But we're not going out there. Not yet. Instead, we're going to head through this door leading to the training facility, which we will encounter our first serious threat and boss of the Gulp Worm. Now, this is optional. You don't have to fight this fucker, but I like to, just to sake of just getting it out of my way, and then I don't have to rush. Now, the Gulp Worm has not really been killed, but it is hurt enough to where it's going to retreat. So, essentially, it will basically just give up the ghost in that measure. Once you enter the training facility, you're going to grab the bow gun arrows on the payphone there to the left, and then you're going to basically head into the locker room area. Nothing of interest here. Now, there are going to be a few lockers in here we can open, so you just have to basically just take your time, just guide along with finding them if you can. If not, just follow what I'm doing and basically go from there. Inside this one, for example, we want some more bowgun ammo. seems like wherever there's one that you can see that's partially open, you can get some bowgun arrows from it. Check the corpse by the door, and you'll find some more bowgun arrows. So you get about 90 bowgun bolts from just this area alone. And then head on into the showers area. So once they dispatch the 2 zombies only in this area, we will head up into here, basically the sauna. There's nothing in here, so that's obvious. So we'll head down and over into the bath over here. Over here there'll be a switch. The device seems to control the water current. Go ahead and switch it off. Doesn't seem to respond, which we can't really turn it off. Over here there's a valve though. Go ahead and turn off the water. And once the water is calm, you will see something that is with the water is no longer disturbed. You can see there's a key here. Go ahead and grab that key. I'm pretty sure there's some handgun ammo here, so I'm going to take a quick look at my knife with my lighter and make sure, because I can't really tell. It's very hard to tell apart in some parts. So it looks like this is it, so let's go ahead and reload our handgun and continue on. Also, over here, you'll notice there's a red herb. Go ahead and grab that too. But unfortunately, we'll have our inventory full, so we won't be able to take anything else with us until we get an inventory space where we can drop stuff off. So we're going to go ahead and over here and use the biohazard key card to unlock this door. However, we're not going to go through quite just yet, because if we do, the door will seal. So we're going to have to make a detour. We're going to have to go back to the palace and drop off some stuff. We're going to do this a little bit because we have the measure of that privilege, but also because the fact is that I didn't really think I would actually be able to drop. I thought I was going to take a little bit of damage, so I had the extra health items. But obviously that didn't happen, so we're okay. So I head back up to the palace, into the receptionist's room, and then basically go from there with that. So head up the stairs and then head right for the reception room. Drop off a few things. I think that away. I think we need this key, so I'm going to keep this key with me for the time being, because I think I know where this goes. I'm just not 100% sure, but we have enough inventory space, so we'll see what we can do with it. So let's head back to the training facility. And we'll first search the second floor, then we'll search that first floor. No, let's let's search that one room that we bypassed and went right for the locker room. Basically, it's like a kind of office kind of setup, so we'll go there and check that out first. Back pretty good. We're going to head right into this area here. And right away, grab the green herb from the zombie that was over here. Over here, you'll find some more bowgun bolts. Go ahead and take those. Get a printout of the map. This building shows the monitor. You can print it out. It's a map. So we'll print that out on the printer, and we got another map for the training facility. Use the key with the tag. I knew it. So here you will be able to use the key with the tag, and inside you will find some explosive powder for some bowgun. Now this is going to be very pivotal to a boss later, so we're not going to use it. But we will eventually. But not now. Certainly not here quite just yet. So once we have that, we can pretty much leave this room. It's a simple lock, so we have to come back here. There's actually an item in there. There's certain spots where we could actually get a simple lock to basically open up to us but the minute we get a lockpick. But it's going to be a while before we get a lockpick. For Claire, anyway. Now, take a left and head up the stairs. The doorknob is missing. I can't open it. So that door is obviously inaccessible. But we have this door here that is essentially accessible. Over here, you will find a bowgun. So we have our first bowgun. And there's a file with it. Memo on the pass number. The emergency door lock system in the biology experiment room can be released with the 4-digit pass number. I hope you haven't forgotten about that already. I have just received an order from the system administrator requesting us to change the pass number periodically. What bothers me is that you often lose important memos, pass numbers, or even chemicals. So in an attempt to solve that problem, I came up with an idea. You know the red human skeleton picture in the back of the biology experiment room? I have decided to use the number signed on the picture as the pass number. If you happen to lose the memo, just look at the picture. Well, I don't think you would even ever need to use the emergency pass number anyway, but just in case, now you know. Take it easy, Mr. Careless. So once you get that memo, you'll be able to try to leave, and you'll have a cutscene. That is the prelude to a new enemy threat that we will be contending with soon. So in the back, you can pretty much see the password, and miraculously, you can't use it. It's 1125. But that is essentially the painting in the back that it's referring to. Now, once you go to leave, you'll have another cutscene with the alarm activating. Essentially, it'll shut down this entire floor.
Biohazard contamination detected. Level 3. Emergency shutters will close. All personnel evacuate immediately.
That was close.
Nearly lost her hand. But she did. So, that's a good thing. Now that we have the bow gun, we'll have an easier time with saving our handgun ammo, because this thing is a bit of a step up from the original bow gun we played with Resident Evil 2. This fires rapid fire single bolts as opposed to bolts at the same time, which is good. I like that better. Now, once we get to this hallway here, we're going to head down, at which point the door will shut behind us. We obviously know it's a trap, and we're going to need to go through with it anyway. So, head on through the door, so we can get rid of that damn loud alarm. And as you enter this courtyard, you will be fired upon by this little bitch, prissy boy, Alfred. Now, essentially, as you try to get up here to the elevator, to this asshole, essentially, you will have to contend with him basically running away like a little bitch that he is, and basically making his escape. Now, technically, he would have gone through this door, but it seems that he went through the other door, but he got away all the same. So, once we get into this hallway here, we're going to keep going. And directly across from us, you will have 2 boxes of handgun bullets, which we will take. And then head inside this silver door here. This will be another save room we can access. Inside the save room, you will find a green herb, as well as homeostatic medicine. But we need to save the, we need to save this for last to give to him. Go ahead and take the green herb out, and drop off one of the, explosive bolts, bolt powder. Oh no, 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 no. You go on. I will pay attention to you in a little while. I'm not paying attention to you right now. I'm in the middle of a stream. You know better than that. So we're gonna go ahead and get all these bow guns out, and look at all that hardy little ammo we got there. That is gonna be a really, really necessary boon for us. But we're going to also take initiative to take out our. We're gonna need these. That's for sure. And we'll also leave our knife. We don't really need to use the knife at this point, as of yet. So that's probably a boon for us there as well. Let's go ahead and save our game, because we're going to have to deal with a new threat in the form known as the Band Snatcher. A unique tyrant-style based EOW enemy. One that many people have their own issues with, but I personally love fighting these fuckers, especially when they're like in a pivotal, kind of last-ditch effort to try to, take us down. Oh, also, mind the green herb that's a little bit hidden off camera shot, but that is basically going to be what we need as well. So let's drop that off as well. And then we're going to make our way out. And then upon trying to enter this door here, another door will be shut behind you.
Welcome, Claire. Consider the area you are in a
Like a fucking
special
rabbit.
playground I have prepared just for you. Please try and keep me amused, and do not disappoint me by dying too soon. I so want to enjoy this.
It speaks for itself just how irritating he is with his. Over here on the floor, you will find some submachine guns. So go ahead and take them. And there's ammo for the submachine gun on top of the containers. So we will head over here. The door will essentially lock. And here comes the Band Snatcher. The door will lock below. And there's really nothing else down here that we need to grab. So we'll basically just take our chance with basically where we will be attacked by another Band Snatcher.
Oh yeah, that felt good. Don't worry, Claire. Your knight in shining armor is here.
You wish. But thanks for the help.
See? This is why you need me. I got your back.
Whatever. Here. Take these.
Machine guns? For me?
You know the deal. In exchange for your Lugers.
Okay.
And we got a trophy for that too. Awesome!
This thing is too cool. Yes! Now this is my kind of weapon. All right! Huh? Hey, this thing's empty. You cheated me.
Up there, plenty of ammo, just for you.
Way up there?
Give me a boost and I'll get it for you.
All right, all right. Ow! My back! You're heavier than you look. Hurry up!
I mean, it's kind of cringy and corny at the same time,
now?
but come on.
What?
Now that your knight has made his appearance, he can join you in your descent into death.
So now, at this point, we will take control of Steve and take full advantage of his submachine gun action.
Okay, let's do it! Wait here, Claire. Time to test out my new toy!
So while we're playing with Steve, we'll take advantage of the firepower that he's packing and neutralize all zombies that are in this area. If you press the L1 button when you're aiming, he'll cross his arms essentially to focus fire on that particular enemy. Inside here, you'll see that there's a grenade launcher that Claire will be getting later. Over here, there's some grenade shells Claire will be getting later. That will head into this room where there'll be a few zombies we can take care of. In here, you'll find handgun ammo, and these are basically items that Chris will be getting. Over here, a simple lock with acid shells, which we can also get as well later on. Once we have come through that room, we're going to head into the next, across the hall, into the next machine area. It's a machine shop kind of thing. Or in this case, a boiler. That was actually pretty dope, I gotta admit. So this is obviously an important detail for the future of playthrough with Chris. So we'll immediately come on through this door here, and that will basically take it all from the merits of what we need to do. So run on over, and we'll get a cutscene where Steve will tell Claire
it was
it's
dirty
safe.
work, but this area is now clean. See? You can depend on me. You see? This thing is a lot more reliable than any person.
Than people?
Yeah, we're getting a hint of this here.
Steve, what were you doing here? Who brought you here, and where is your family?
Shut up! I don't want to talk about it!
Waste of ammo, buddy, for showmanship.
Steve.
Never mind. Let's get going.
So, with that rather dramatic showmanship, we'll head on into the elevator with Steve, and we will take it up. From the second to the third floor. Here we'll have a card reader, indigo blue in color, so we have to find a blue key card to get access to this area. Head on through the door that Steve went through, and then just basically just follow him from there. the right, you will see that this floor has basically been collapsed, so we're going to need to go left. And then, with left, we're going to go down. The floor will give way, and Steve and Claire will both fall to the lower floor.
Claire, are you okay?
Steve, behind you!
No.
What's wrong, Steve? Shoot him!
Wait! I can't! No!
Steve! No! Ah!
That was a little extra.
Steve.
But his old man was a zombie, and he popped them.
Father. 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 Dad used to work for Umbrella. Tried to steal information, intending to sell it off to the highest bidder. He was caught. Mom was killed, and we were sent here.
Oh, Steve.
He was a fool to do something so reckless. So stupid.
It's okay now. Just rest.
So with that scene completed, a changed father trophy we will have gotten. And then basically over here, we're going to climb up on this box here and grab the handgun ammo from the top of this barrel. And then we're going to drop down and then continue on and around the point here. Now this door here essentially is locked, and it is basically not really a door, at least from the first glance, but it is basically a hidden door. This is where Chris will come into the game when he starts. Over here you have the hydraulic elevator, which is pretty much out of commission at the present moment, but we are going to basically make our way around, and the first place we're going to go is over here. We're going to unlock this door and head out. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I can't even see. Alright, so obviously I just fired in the dark, blind as a bat, so over here you'll find some handgun ammo on the floor. Go ahead and grab that. And then we're going to make our way through and around just to see where the hell we are. Obviously this is pretty much the second floor, technically, so we have that access point there. And then further along this way, it looks like we have a door that leads to a save room. I think this is a save room, so I'm not sure. Nope, not a save room, but it's definitely a relevant area all the same. So, go ahead and reload our gun here, and then we'll get this blue emblem, which will get us access to the key card on the balcony where we chased off Alfred. And then over here, grab the ink ribbon. And let's save our game. Now pay attention to this. Essentially, we have two paintings, which we obviously know, and then we have a model that we essentially can't really gain access to quite just yet. This will be a really important room that we'll be coming back to later in the game. Now return back to the main hallway here. And retrace your steps back to where Steve is. We obviously will have some dogs here, so we're going to need to deal with them quick. Grab the bow gun ammo, which we can't really pick up right now at present, but we'll have to come back here anyway. So let's unlock this door. This will take us back to the main courtyard where we fought the Gulpworm temporarily, and then chased him off. Now what we're going to do is basically make our way back to the training facility hall, the main building, and use the keycard to unlock the door that Alfred fucking locked on us. So I can't really unlock the door yet until the ventilation is done, so we're basically have to wait for that door, but this one we can unlock. Let's unlock it. Sorry, Pooch. Now over here you have a ladder access, which we did not have before, but we're not going to be able to go down there quite just yet because we need to get a key card to get that gate open to the lower level. So let's go up here, and remember that blue emblem we have? We're going to use that here and basically get access to the blue key card, which is hidden inside. The emblem card. Now, head back through this area here, unlock this door, we'll stop at the save room, we'll drop off some stuff, and we'll save our game, all in the same span. We're gonna drop off the Rugers. We're gonna drop off our ink ribbons. We're gonna drop off our silver key card because we don't really need to use that for a hot minute. And we're gonna go ahead and take out the other green herb. We're just gonna mix them. I like to keep a fully loaded pistol on me, and also a fully loaded, just a fully loaded pistol, the crossbow, and then basically just go from there in that capacity. We have a little bit of leg room. We're pretty much still going to use the bow gun as our workhorse, but we want to have the measure of security of having like a secondary. So obviously the M100Ps are going to run out pretty soon, but I'm hoping to save them for when I face another boss later in the game as well. So we can't really use that door right yet. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to basically pursue over here to this ladder, and we're going to make our way down. This is essentially going to be the breaker for the ventilation system. So we're going to need to reset that later when we play as Chris, because this will shut down and this whole area will be filled with poison. So head over here, use the emblem card to unlock the door here. And then we're going to make our way through and up into this area. Over here, grab the grenade shells off the shelf. And then head over here. Get the grenade launcher. Then combine those shells with the existing shells in that particular vicinity. Now, in this room, we obviously know there's handgun ammo, and there's also a cabinet with a lock that we can actually get access to. We're not going to grab that yet because we don't have the lockpick, but we will be coming back here later on because we need those acid shells for our boss as well. So we're going to take advantage of that later. Head into here. Oh! Okay, that jump scared me. Got them both. That was a jump. That actually surprised me. I was not expecting him to be there. But, yeah. Surprise, surprise. Kind of wish I had Steve to go in here and clean them out. That would have been a handy thing. So, once over here in the corner, you'll find some bow gun ammo. Go ahead and grab that and put it in your bow gun. And then we're going to head on through to this room here. And basically, this will entail us to a lab area. Now, this is essentially part of the lab section that is sealed off. And this is essentially probably where the virus may have been leaked as well. So once we get through that part, grab the bow guns ammo, we're going to head back through the green door here. And just make our way back to the same route we took with Steve earlier. This is a pivotal point because we actually have a blue key card now. We can gain access to the security room that was otherwise inaccessible to us when we got off the elevator on the 3rd floor. That's where we want to go. Now here, inside this little skull statue, you'll find some handgun ammo. That's also going to be a pivotal thing, so we'll grab that as well. And then we're going to head up and take this thing to the 3rd floor. We're at B1 floor. Oh, it's the 2nd floor. My mistake. 2nd. It's so bizarre because you can't really tell. I guess I should have checked my map. I thought it was the 2nd. I thought it was the 3rd floor, not the 2nd floor. So once you enter here, you're going to basically head over here and use the key card. And this will open the door where zombies will fall out. We no longer need the emblem key card, so we're going to disable. So we're going to disregard it. Go ahead and equip your lighter. And you're going to head up here. And over here on the floor, you will find some more grenade shells. Take them. The albinoid description. a creature which is created by injecting the T-virus into the genes of a salamander. Characteristics: similar to normal amphibian, an albinoid's body will change as it grows with age. When young, an albinoid is small in size, but it can grow to over 7 feet in a very short time frame, usually 10 plus hours. They possess high mobility and are able to discharge electricity. These characteristics are most notable when they are underwater in their adult form. This is another kind of threat of an enemy that we will encounter later. Over here we have some green herbs. We've got to take them and we're going to use them. Or at least one of them. And then over here we will find an army proof. This will be one of the 3. This will be the second of 3 proofs we need to gain access to the airport. Biohazard breakout in the bioexperiment room. Switch to security monitor. Now we will have access to the security camera that's in the biohazard room we saw earlier. So you panning the camera down, basically you can see that this is essentially what's left of the guy who was killed. So now that we know that he's pretty much out of the equation, we're gonna head over here and look at the password here on the camera, which is gonna be 1126, not 1125. Now that the air is finished ventilating, we can essentially gain access now to that room. So once we have that door unlocked, we can now gain access to the lower level, to the second floor balcony area. And now we'll run over here. We'll grab the biohazard keycard which we need. We'll drop off the army proof. Matter of fact, let's take the knife with us. So once we have all those items in our possession, now we're going to make our way back out to the balcony, take it down to the courtyard, and then proceed back to the lab experiment room. Remember, with pass number, emergency pass number 1126 to gain access to the room. And then we can get the painting, which is essentially our goal. We want the painting, because all that one room, the model, we need that painting to make the model appear. So that's essentially our goal. So immediately take a left and then head right back to the passage that was initially locked down by Alfred. The alarm has stopped, so that's kind of a blessing. Head over here and use the key card. And once we've used that key card, we no longer need it in our possession, so we just throw it away. and then head up the stairs and back into the bioexperiment room. So 1, 1, 2, 6. Head inside the lab. Over here on the desk, you'll want to see these acid shells. Grab them. Now notice on the ceiling there, you have a series of threats in the form of little albinoids, which will be little babies, essentially, basically in that capacity. And that's pretty much what they are. In here, you'll have one albinoid that essentially is still in the glass jar, but that will essentially break out and escape into the ventilation system, which later on will grow to an adult size and will have to be dealt with by Chris. So once we get to this point, go ahead and grab the painting. And the minute we grab the painting is when all this shit's gonna hit the fan.
Biohazard contamination detected. Level 3. Emergency shutters will close. All personnel evacuate immediately.
Now you will have less than 40 seconds to get out of the second floor. If you don't, the door that we originally locked will seal again and will not be able to access or open it. And effectively that will be game over. So, luckily for us, we get out easy by 20 seconds. Now once we get through there, we're going to head out the double doors here and then proceed into the other passage where we originally left Steve. So let's double back. We could also grab those bow gun bolts that we left behind because we didn't have the inventory space for them. God, the brightness. This is so awful with the. They really never should have. They should have just did the system that they did from the 2 and 3, where I could manually adjust the brightness and contrast to that. So once we get back to this particular room, we'll see Steve is gone. His father is gone, so I don't know if he went to go bury him somewhere or something or what. But you will not find him here again. What you will do though is head on through to the first floor. To that model room, and that's essentially where we're going to go next. So equip your lighters so we can see what the hell we're doing. It's so dark. And go on through. Right away, you'll see that we have zombies, so we need to dispatch them to the best of our abilities. So. So I think we're okay now. So we'll proceed. And yeah, we're good. So we'll head on down the hallway here and just head back to the room with the model and the paintings. So right away, we're going to immediately take the painting that we have in our possession and mount it on the wall. Mounting the wall painting will essentially open the hidden wall and provide us with a few things here. Number one, the key, the gold key, which will be an important piece for another part of a puzzle. And then here we have a diorama modeled after the facility. There's a hole to put something in. Now, if you recall correctly, based on the layout of the facility, that is essentially going to be a tank. So we need to find a tank to basically use that on the model. Memorial plate, there is something written on it, dedicated to the training facility's completion, December 8th, Alfred Ashford. Now, you can see that behind this plaque, there is some shotgun shells and some herbs. We cannot move this. This is strictly something only Chris can get. Or at the very least, we won't be able to open it with Claire. I'm not entirely sure. But the fact is that's essentially it. Here, we'll also find a simple lock, which we don't have a lockpick yet, but we will be needing that while eventually. So, with all that being said, we're going to basically proceed on to the major next area for us to get on with ourselves is basically back at the palace. And we are going to basically use the Rugers to get that door open. So our next destination is a return trip back to the palace to use the Rugers to get back access to the private estate of the Ashfords, Alexei and Alfred. So we don't really have anything else more to do here at the training facility, so we're just going to make our way back and proceed with the next stage of things. So proceed through the area with the tank, cross the courtyard, and head back out onto the catwalk overlooking the gorge leading to the palace. Now, be mindful, we will encounter 2 band snatchers here, but we will be able to get the distance on them. Here they come. So immediately retreat the second they pull themselves up, and just fire blind. And that will take care of the 2 band snatchers. Well and truly out of the range of their attacks is the best way to get the measure of that effect. That's probably the easiest encounter you'll have with band snatchers. And now we will proceed up into the palace. Zombies will pretty much be occupying the lobby, so the main hall. So we want to be careful with this. Fucking dick. So once you get to this point, we're going to drop off the acid shells, and we're going to take the grenade launcher, and we'll take the grenade launcher, and then we're also going to save our game. Oh, and take out the Rugers as well. Oh, before we do anything, though, I think I know where this key goes, though. I think there's actually a couple of rooms that we can actually use this key. A golden key. The Ashford family crest is carved on it. So, we're going to go ahead and see what... I think I know the rooms where this key would unlock. I'm just not sure. So, let's just, for the sake of it, let's full entertainment and see what happens. Aye. Fucking dick. Silvercrest. Okay, so the Silvercrest essentially is what opens those doors. I think the golden key is for the estate. So I was right. But I think we're pretty much going to stop the stream there. That was actually pretty good. I kind of was a bit annoyed that I didn't take nearly as much safety as I should have. But, you know, what are you going to do? So we're going to go ahead and save the game. And I think that will probably be a good considerable point to pretty much pull the stops at that point. Eventually, we'll make a visit back to Rodrigo and essentially give him the hemostatic medicine that he essentially needs, and then basically go from there. Not really too pleased with the sense of its darkness, but I didn't think it would be that goddamn dark. But, you know, what are you going to do? Except the best you can do. So, nevertheless, pretty good considering all things, and hopefully, you know, going forward, it will be a little bit more of a breeze. I am having a bit of a struggle compared to the previous ones, but then again, I don't have the rewind feature, and I'm kind of a bit, you know, trying to remember, you know, specifically what exactly I do, what exactly I don't do. And, you know, that will be that thing. I might actually start a game and basically start a game separate from the one on the stream, and basically just go from there with practicing it and making a measure of that such. So, but unfortunately, it is 1 a.m. I've got to get to bed because I got someplace to be in the morning. But I hope you guys are digging it so far. It is definitely one of those games that I think deserves a remake. I think if you do it the right way and you implement the necessary changes, and please do not, for the love of God, please do not cut any of the areas. Do not cut content. You made that mistake with 3, and it hurt the fucking sales of 3. So hopefully if they remake Code Veronica, they'll try to preserve the adequacies of what made Code Veronica a great game. But that's all I got for you guys. Comment, like, and subscribe. Turn the notification bell on in the notifications. Stay up to date when I tune in for the next round of playthrough with this game. And if you have any comments, questions, concerns, tips, pointers, hints, feel free to drop them also in the comment section. I am going to be probably doing this maybe in a couple of days, because we also got a new season event that's essentially going on with Division 2. Hence why I'm kind of a bit in between spots with playing this. So, but thank you very much for tuning in, guys. I hope you guys had a great weekend. I hope you guys have an even better night. And I am Savage Squishy 86, and I will catch you here for the continuing playthrough of Resident Evil Code Veronica-X. I will see you guys next time.